You're welcome to another edition of Sports Update Ghana. My name is Joseph Adamafio, and with Coach Otuado expected to name Ghana's final squad for the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Well, we're going to check out some wingers who I believe are expected to make Ghana's final squad for the World Cup. As usual, if today is your first time, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So let's get straight into it. So Coach Otuado named 13 wingers and a 55-man provisional squad for the World Cup. And it includes wingers like Jordan Ayew, Kamaldeen Sulemana, Mohamed Dauda, formerly of Asante Kotoko, Ernest Nuama of FC Norgeland, Yao Yeboah of Columbus Crew, Emmanuel Jesu plays his trade with Spezia in the Italian Serie A, Fatau Isako, who also plays for Sporting in Portugal. Then we have Osman Bukari, who plays his trade with Red Star Belgrade, Ransford Yeboah Connectofa, who plays for a club in the German Bundesliga 2, Kamal So of Club Brugge, as well as Samuel Usu, who plays for a club in Serbia. Then we have Christopher Ntieje and Joel Famille making up the 13 wingers named by Coach Otuado for his provisional team for the World Cup. But well, we all know that the Black Stars has to name their final squad, and well, we're going to check out some players who I think will make the final 26-man squad for the World Cup. I'm talking about wingers who make it to the final squad of the Black Stars. And the first player who I think Coach Otuado will name his wingers for the 2022 FIFA World Cup is none other but Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew is one of the experienced players in the Black Stars. He's played in Ghana's 2014 World Cup in Brazil, and he is one of the few players who will be playing at this year's World Cup with enough experience. Jordan Ayew, despite not getting the goals for Crystal Palace and at the national team, well, his experience will be very important to Coach Otuado, and that is why I believe the coach will want to use him in his squad for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. The issue is that is Jordan Ayew going to start for the Black Stars, or he's going to come on as a substitute for the Black Stars? That is what I don't know. But I think preferably I want him to come on as a substitute for the Black Stars. He adds to the Black Stars different options when it comes to attack. You can't only play him as a winger. Well, the Black Stars coach can either play him as a striker or as a centre forward in the Black Stars at the World Cup. And I think that Jordan Ayew is the first player that will be on Coach Otuado's mind for the World Cup. Well, the second player expected to be in the Black Stars for the World Cup is Kamaldeen Sulemana. He is the star grenade player who, according to reports, is injured but will make his injury return this weekend for his club in the French Ligue 1 as one of the players I expect to dominate the Black Stars final 26-man squad for the tournament. Well, Kamaldeen Sulemana is a left winger and preferably one of the players that might start the match for the Black Stars, because looking at the wingers that we have, most of them are right-footed, and it is hard to get a left-footed player. That is one of the issues we have with our left back, because Baba Rahman is there. We have Gideon Mensah, who doesn't look more competitive between the two of them. But when you go to our right back, we see that we have Dennis Odwe and we have Tariq Lamptey, who are very good. And we also have Andy Adam, who is also a right back. So when it comes to the left flank options, that is where the huge problem is. But with Andre Ayew over there, well, Coach Otuado might also want to use him over there one or two times. But Kamaldeen Sulemana has been with the Black Stars since 2021 when he made his debut for the Black Stars in an AFCON qualifier. We took him to the AFCON 2021 tournament in Cameroon, and well, he was able to play a few matches, except that till date he hasn't scored his first goal for the Black Stars, but has been contributing towards goal. This season in the French league, he has already played 10 games and scored one goal for his club in the French league. Well, in the Europa League this season, he has played 4 matches and has 2 assists for Stade Rennais. When the youngster is in full force, then you will be able to enjoy Kamaldeen Sulemana, and I expect him to be in the Black Star squad for the World Cup. The next winger who I expect to be in Ghana's squad for the World Cup is Fatau Isaaku, a youngster who came through the ranks of playing for Ghana's under 17, under 20, and has been promoted to the Black Stars ever since Ghana's under 20 triumph. Has not disgraced himself at all. I think Fatau Isaaku has done well for himself, moving from his club in the north to play for Dreams FC in the Ghana Premier League, where he earned a transfer move to Portugal and currently plays for Sporting CP senior team. I think he's been able to do so well for himself because we had reports that Fatau Isaac was going to play in Sporting's B team, but now he's playing for the A side and has been able to make some few appearances in the UEFA Champions League, and I think that is very impressive. Well, when it comes to his style of play, I like the fact that he's able to play sometimes on the right or left flanks, and one thing I like about him that I think distinguishes him from the other players who like to make crosses and all that is that Fatau Isaac can shoot directly from the left or right flank, and sometimes it gets the goal, and that is one thing I like about him. This is a trait of Eden Hazard, who when he was at Chelsea, I used to enjoy that cutting. Sometimes he makes and kills the ball and scores goals, and I think that going to the World Cup, I would love to see Fatau Isaac display some of these traits and his long wing shots at the World Cup. I said that shouldn't be by heart, to just be specific wherever he wants to shoot, and sometimes he should be careful to pass the ball as well. I think, well, he will be good with the Black Stars. One of the players who I believe that Coach Otuado will be naming in this squad for the World Cup as part of his wingers is Osman Boukari, the youngster who used to play for a club in the French Ligue 1. FC Nantes moved on to Red Star Belgrade, and it has been nothing short of good achievement for the youngster who is only 23 years old and plays as a right winger. This season for Red Star Belgrade, since he joined them from FC Nantes, he has been impressive. He nearly qualified them for the UEFA Champions League as he played 4 matches. He scored 3 goals and got 2 assists in the UEFA Champions League qualifiers. Well, for the league where he plies his trade with Red Star Belgrade in the Serbian league, he has been able to play 15 matches, 4 goals and 1 assist, and that is for a winger, and that is very impressive. This season in the Europa League as well, he has been able to play 5 matches and has 2 assists, and I think that Osman Boukari's place in the Black Stars is not something that we should argue about. Well, when he made his debut appearance for the Black Stars in a home game as we played against Madagascar, he scored a goal in Ghana's 3-0 win over Madagascar, and I think that he deservedly deserves a place in Ghana's squad for the World Cup. Now, one of the players who I expect to be in Black Star squad for the World Cup is Ransford Yeboah Connect Dofa. He is one player I would always defend. I think that he has distinguished himself beyond what I expect him to do. Look at the performance of the youngster this season for his club, that is Hamburger SV in the German Bundesliga 2. He has played 14 matches and scored 5 goals. Now, when you go to the FC Pokal, he has played 2 matches, 2 goals, 2 matches, 2 goals. And last season, when he was playing for his previous team, he was able to score more than 10 goals. And he is just 21 years old and has been very, very impressive. Okay, he used to play for Dynamo Dresden, and he was very, very impressive for Dynamo Dresden when he was there. This was his start at Dynamo Dresden. Last season, he scored 13 goals with 9 assists, and that is how the youngster performed. He made his debut in Ghana's game against Brazil, but a lot of Ghanaians were not able to see him very well. Well, in the past few weeks for his club, Hamburger SV in the German Bundesliga 2, he has been used more of a right back, but he has been very, very impressive, except that the midweek game that he played, he wasn't able to do it. But the past few weeks, he has been scoring goals, and I think that he deserves a place in the Black Stars squad. One of the his style of play that I love is that he's not only good with the flanks on the left and right flanks, he can play both on the left flanks and the right flank. He's also good when you are using him as a false number 9 and as a center forward, and I think that Coach Otuado would not want to disappoint the youngster by dropping him from the squad. He was part of the few players who switched nationalities to play for the Black Stars. He used to be in Germany's under 21 team, but has switched nationalities to play for the Black Stars, and you guys have to watch out for him. Is Ransford Yeboah Connect Dofa. And finally, one of the players I expect to be in Ghana's squad as part of the wingers is Kamal Soa, who plays for Club Brugge. Well, for Kamal Soa, he's one of the players the GFA has been looking forward to convince to play for the Black Stars. Well, for the former Manchester City player. He has been impressive this season, especially in the UEFA Champions League, where he has made a good name for himself. He has played 5 games and has 2 goals. He scored 2 consecutive goals in 2 matches, and that was how come he was able to get a good name for himself. Well, this season for Club Brugge in the Belgian league, he has played 15 matches and has 4 goals. For the youngster, he's a right winger and is often used as a centre forward for Club Brugge, and well, he's such a versatile player who I expect Coach Otuado to name in his final squad for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. So there you have it. These are the 6 wingers I expect Coach Otuado to name in his final squad for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Any player that I left out who you feel should have made it to Ghana's 26-man squad as part of Ghana's wingers. My name is Joseph Adamafio. Thanks for doing the watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. Peace out.